There, are you there? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. Off with your video on the screen. That's it. Make sure your shoulders are visible. This is also very important that you are presentable on the camera, as so you are also presentable in real life, and you can face any situation in real life. That is very important. Okay, let's begin. Today we're going to begin with our role play. Okay. I think we've never done role play with you before. So tell me why we do role plays.
Role plays to communicate properly. We we have we do role play because we uh, we we project ourselves someone else and try to understand will what is the thinking of that guy, that person, and another perspective of uh, things. What another perspective uh, of various things than how another guy or another person will think about that what I feel.
That's one way to put it. Where is it useful? Can you tell me?
It's useful. Role plays are in storytelling, or I, I don't know much about, but what I feel that it's
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I want to know, what you feel. Yeah, so role plays really help you when people get frustrated that they have done so many things of English. So why not role plays? They just want to role plays. Just we are trying to mimic another situation. For example, a business card is being handed by one person to another. So how that whole business card situation happens in English, that the dialogues and the business presentable points, that is very valuable to a student. Also, telephone etiquettes are very important. Another one we can do is, okay, let's see you making a telephone call to me or me making a telephone call to you. And then how are we going to talk, interact, etc. in English, of course, and several other topics. Like you could be handing in your resume for a job, or you could be actually being interviewed for an interview. Okay. So today I have also decided something for you on that. Basically, it will help you gain confidence over every situation, just like facing the camera and all that. If you can face the camera, you can face anything in real life. If you can, do role plays, and you have handled all kinds of situations, you can talk to anybody in English. So what I have decided for our start, although we'll be doing several role plays, I want you to do a negotiating of a contract. Okay, what we're going to do is a negotiating of a contract. Now it could be a contract for your software engineering or whatever you can think of it. We're trying to come to final terms with the opposite team. Okay, we're trying to come to a final terms. We're trying to negotiate the contract, and we're trying to say, let's finalize the deal. Now, this can be for services like, as your case, software engineering or software programming or coding, whatever, or it could be any products, like anything that is manufactured. I want you to choose the details of this, like what kind of contract we're going to negotiate on. I also want you to choose the role. Are you the one who is going to negotiate the contract, or are you the one who is going to be the receiving end? That means I will get the burden of negotiating. I also want you to choose whether it is for services or for products. Can you do that right now? Start.
so we will negotiate about uh, software. uh, one website that you want to you want website for your company, and I'll make that website, and that is dynamic website by which uh, there are e-card type website, and there are so many product of your company, and I will I'll make that website, and I'll create that website, and we will negotiate about how and how much will cost of that website. Uh,
That's a fantastic option. So I guess you are here to me and you're going to be the one telling me that, okay, I'm here to finalize the term for negotiating of a contract with your company for the services that we're going to provide, which is web page hosting. We'll be hosting your website. We're going to charge this much, whatever details you want to put up in front so that the deal can be finalized, and then I will decide. In the meantime, also, if there is, I will try not to have any corrections, but if there is any corrections, I will guide you through that. Okay, so let's start.
so I'm here to finalize our deal, and I know that I have your all queries and your all requirements, and I
Okay, stop,
went.
stop, stop, stop. So first of all, make it more professional, make it more business-like. So like you don't know me or you know me, but we really want a contract, signed and everything done. So you can start with, okay, sir, my name is this. I'm from this web hosting company like that, and we have been trying to set up a web, something like that. Can you start again? Make it more approachable,
Yes,
more
yes.
business-like.
Hello, good evening, sir. I
Good
am
evening.
Aditya, and I am from XYZ website developer, and I am I am I am here to present you the deal by which uh, you can sell your product on with tremendous traffic, and I already have track record that we already sell such a product to another firm also, and we have there we have all case study of that, how much how much their uh, uh, how much their
You're
uh,
making,
sales, how
okay,
much their sale increase. So I'm here to explain you all details about that, and also if you and also and if you are interested in that, then we will go ahead with our terms and conditions. So
okay. Well, yeah, I understand that you have, so you are basically a web page designing company. You're going to design and maintain our web pages. Is that right?
yes, it is.
And what exactly are the services that you will provide us if we are to negotiate a contract? You're supposed to finalize this today. So, what exactly will you provide us in this?
We will give 2 year annual maintenance of your website. We will host that website also. Any bug or any feature related things you want, we will do 2 things in a year if you want any feature addition. And other than that, if you want other than 2 features, then that cost will be we will that
Additional?
cost will that cost will be additional cost, and we will give that cost also. But 2 features addition and 2 year annual maintenance will be done by us. That's all thing we are providing. And if uh, and uh, all the product all the product uh, will host and photo all the product details will filled by us.
Will be
Photograph
filled.
billing by us. We will take photographs and all. The customer, we know that the we know that I can ask photos and all things from you from you can also give me photos and all things, but we are more focused on we know that the tendency of customer, what how when they will how when they will buy the product and what details they want. So from from product requirement to photography, all that thing, how how your product will be hosted on our on website, that all take care by us only, and that no need to we don't uh, uh, I want to say that we don't want we are not going to consume your time. That all done by us only. So is it right? What? How can I say that we
Yes,
don't?
yes, it is right. But I do have a few more questions on that. First of all, I would like to know how fast can you edit our web pages? I know you will give us all the services of the web pages, but suppose one of our employees calls and says we want these things edited in the web page. How fast is your output going to be? Can you tell me that?
Yeah, so we have in our company we have two teams. One team is uh, working on new development, and another team is called as sprint. That sprint team is uh, only running bug fixes and other things that already uh, the customers facing issues. That team is dedicated team. So if you have any issue, that we have dedicated team, and we will ensure you that we can resolve that issue in 2 to 3 days max. So that's our ensure that insurity can you can be there.
What about things like photos and videos?
So that photos and videos will be taken by us only. We know we know such a project before also, so we know that uh, how customer will react on different types of photos and videos, uh, what they want in product, what they want to see in product. So we know that better. So we don't consume your time, that done by us only. Our photographer team will come at your place, and they will take all photos and videos on different angle, and we will host that videos and photos in our website.
Sounds very interesting. So uh, I definitely want to go ahead with this contract, but I will have one more question on that. I want to ask just one more question. So, like, how helpful do you think will this be for us?
it, it's definitely it is definitely helpful for you, because we know that so many customer increase their sale by using website.
Looks like your network may be down. Okay, it's back up. Continue.
Are you there? Hello?
Okay, now you're back up. Speak. Oh, it's cut off again.
So we know that so many of our customer.
It's back now. Back. Come on, speak. Yeah, you're there now. And you can unmute. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I am able to hear you.
Okay, yeah. What were you
So
saying? Sorry.
we have customer, we have clients, and we know that they're uh, all clients increase their sale by using website. So we have that surety that if you use website, then definitely the sale will increase, because nowadays nobody want this pandemic year from last 1 year, and nobody want to move or want to gather somewhere that so many there infects so many people. Uh, no one want to gather such places that they can contract COVID, and it's also easier to book anything from website, from at home. No need to go out for buying such a thing that can buy from one just by one click. So it's helpful, and you can use that space for for storage also as a storage, because uh, by because if you put it on website, then no need to store, or no need to uh, no need you don't have to uh, uh, you don't have to keep executive uh, to guide people, because nowadays no one want to come in uh, particular in shop or something like that. So it will help you a lot from your space, executive money, and uh, so many things that can your cost cutting also happen because of website, and your customer base also customer base will also increase by using website. So it's helpful, and just try it out. If first 3 months you didn't get if you first 3 months you don't get any sale, then that are uh, we will give surety that we we don't charge anything, and by cutting 20 to 30% of software development charge, we, we will return your all money, and we we can discontinue your our website if you feel that website is not helpful at all. So we are giving that much of insurance.
That's really nice. So that's kind of like a guarantee that you are doing something. So earlier, also you said that you are working in this pandemic time. So does this mean that from your side, the services will be provided like home based and will be available no matter what the situation is outside?
Yes, definitely. We will provide our services 24/7, and no matter what is condition outside, we will ensure that the service will will, will not hamper it. We will give you service 24/7. Our customer executive are available 24/7, uh, but development guy will come in his working hour, because uh, so many restrictions are given by law enforcement authority of state and central government. So movement is restricted, but as much as possible we will do on phone call or anything. If need to visit your site, then that's according to uh, law enforcement law of land. So that's we are insured. We will give insured about that.
So how many personnel from our side would you need to be actively engaged with you guys for this?
From your side, we need two to three guys. One for all product related issues, and one for all design related things. So two guys, two people are enough to do all things.
That's really great. I definitely am looking forward to finalizing this contract. In fact, I am finalizing it from my point of view, and hopefully we can have a very positive time together. And you can take us to new heights, which we have. which are unseen by us or unfelt by us. And that's all I can say. So it's really overall very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's great. It's pleasure to have
Yeah.
customer like you.
Okay, great. So that was a nice or brief conversation. And I wanted to ask other things like what our search engine optimization and all that will be. But I thought that's regularly silly kind of questions. Like obviously they're going to do their work when they're told to do it. So I made it simple. Let's pick on another topic.
Yes.
I'm going to make you choose now. I've got a few. For example, do you want telephone adequates? Like either you are calling me or I'm calling you. One of us is in the company and the other one does. Or do you want, what do you call this? Sorry, business card, which I was saying earlier. You are coming and presenting your business card to me, or I'm coming and presenting a business card to you. Which one do you think we should do? Or should we do an interview level conversation?
Interview level conversation.
Interview level conversation. Okay, so who is coming for the interview?
Okay, I'll come for interview and you can
Okay,
ask
fine.
anything.
Fine, fine, fine. That's a really good role for me. I want to see you from this side. So I'll be pointing out on each and everything. I want it to look totally business professional. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I haven't practiced, but I'll try to on the spot.
Yeah, but
In
this is your practice, so now you
yes,
get
right.
the chance.
Right.
Okay, all right. So begin. I'm sitting in my room, and you're knocking the door and coming in. Start from there.
Uh,
Just say knock, knock.
knock 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 knock. Uh,
Yes, please come in.
Hi. Good morning, sir. I'm
Good morning.
Aditya. I'm
Okay,
Aditya.
what's your name again?
I, my name is Aditya, and
Okay,
I'm
and
from Thane.
what are you here for?
I'm here for interview for interview as software developer.
Okay, interview as a software developer. Okay, please take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Okay. Hi there. Where are you?
Hi, hi.
Okay. Now that is also part of interview, so you don't turn your camera off. So I noticed as soon as the person is pretending to go away or going away, you start looking left or right. Do not do that in a real interview. You will just face the blank chair or whatever you're facing in front there, not looking anywhere else. You're not interested in all of that. You are here just for your interview. This is also part of business etiquettes for an interview. So overall, fantastic. Let's just continue. I'm going to say first. So, oh, sorry, I had something to attend. Okay, so you're here for a software development interview, or is it software? What is it for exactly?
It's a software developer.
Okay,
Software
software
developer.
developer. Oh, okay, what can you tell me about yourself? What kind of languages you know?
I'm working on C++ language as a product. We I used to build desktop applications. I previously work with Kotak Securities as a C++ developer. Their trading engine. I'm used to work on trading engine because trading engine needs fast or high speed coding.
I'm used to
So
working on. I'm used
I'm
to working.
I'm used to working on trading engine, and after that I used to work with a product, uh, sector product, and I worked there for 2 to 3 years.
Sounds pretty interesting. Do you have a resume?
Yes, I have resume. I'm giving you the resume.
Okay. So you're actually supposed to do action like this, like you're giving me something. Okay.
So,
Okay,
resume
that's great.
and
Yeah. So make sure you always your resume with two hands. Always hold it with two hands, like I am holding this piece of paper, because this is like your bread and butter, your future. Already you're business minded. You're already worried about not only the company, about yourself. So all the ethics that you show right now will portray your image throughout your stay with your organization. So you always want to make it look nice and humble and presentable. Okay, so that's why I made you do that. The whole idea is giving this like this with one hand, or with one hand, the other hand is all wrong. Two hands is really very respectable. They really feel that, oh, yeah, this person is into this job already and has a feel of it. Okay, let me have a look at your resume. Yeah, okay, it says you have a software development career. So, how many years of experience do you have?
I have 3.5 years of experience in
And,
CPP.
how many companies?
I have worked with two companies. Uh, First company, I got placement from SEDAC in first company, XYZ, XYZ Securities, and after that I worked for ABC Software Developer.
I
Software
have worked.
development. I have worked for ABC Software Developer, software development company.
So, what did you develop in ABC?
I used to work with office related. I I used to work with of machine OS level coding. We used to work. I used to work with API hooking and all that OS kernel level stuff. Uh, our product is coexist with office applications such as Excel, Word, PowerPoint. We used to create plugins for all these applications, and there is one our product which secure all this information which is going to outside of firm. So we ensure that no data will leak from this movement, this data sharing movement. So I work for that.
Okay, I want to know which language is used for this. But before you answer that, so make sure also in an interview, phone doesn't ring, because that would be, it's a good thing that it happened now. We are only in practice session, because this is another step showing that you're already into the company, you're already into the mood, the flow of the employees, etc. It's not a bad offense for anybody. I know there are bad employers out there, but we are just talking about a general mannerism for the benefit of all. Okay, so you want to make sure your phone is on silent even before you enter for any interview. Okay, as we go on, we will go on to our question. My question is, which languages you used for these
So
things?
I okay, so actually I used to work. My final year project was in Java, and I used to work on Java and .NET also. But from last 10.5 years, I work on C++ because C++ is one of the fastest language which is used currently used. So used, and my both the companies need software that run fastly, because in trading their share market is there, and every second, each micro millisecond, the market values, the share values fluctuates tremendously. So we need to build a software which run almost in speed of light. So nowadays, or if you think in terms of last 30 or 40 years, no language, uh, no language is uh, no language will beat to C++. So we are using C++ to develop our trading engine, which can show share share prices to customer, and they will uh, trade or trade with our software, which I previously worked with that company. And in my second company, I there is a desktop application, and because if desktop application mostly built in .NET or in C++, but we need API hooking. API hooking is a thing that if any office related or any OS related thing, if any file is creating and we want to do something in that file, so office is giving one call that I am creating a file, so we need to hook that call. We need to hook that call, and we ensure that we do something in between file creating and file opening. So all these things are mainly done with C++. So I used to work there, and we do all encryption, decryption related thing with data, and for that we use C++.
I think a little bit earlier you just said that these days we need to do programming at the speed of light. So I'm not sure if we can even take our name at the speed of light. So do you think it's actually possible that you could do programming for us at the speed of light?
So that's the phrase only I use. But yes, we we can we can't do anything with speed of light. But there is must we need to do as much as fast as we can do. So the thing is not for coding. The thing is for application that need speed. So any application that need a speed, in that case we use C or C++. If you think in terms of any gaming or gaming platform or gaming thing, that done on C or C++ only. There are some languages, but mainly done on C or C++. Or anything that need a speed, any application that need speed or that need security, both the thing. If need any of these things, then we use mostly prefer C or C++. So we use that.
Well, that's your language ability. What about the hardware ability?
So hardware ability. If we talking in terms of hardware ability, then uh, that, that's not that's not an issue, because C and C++ we can build. Hardware is not. I don't. I
You don't know. So you can say hardware is not my cup of tea. Okay,
Hardware is
well,
not
here
one,
is what I
because
will
we.
guide you. I will
Uh,
suggest to you what you can
okay.
say in this situation. You can say that a good hardware is always required for fast and quick software operations. So definitely, once you provide me the hardware, I will also maintain the hardware in working order. I will make sure it is always working and always on. I cannot fix anything in the hardware because that is the work of hardware engineers, etc. But I can definitely make sure it is operational uh, from operational point of view. These are the kind of things you can say, and so that I can get my software output done on it. Programming can be done on it. So whatever software needs to be installed on it, it will be installed and kept ready for whatever our purposes are, including the company purposes, etc. So can you say something like that?
Yes, yes, I'll discuss it. So, if you provide me software which can be can by which I can develop software. So I'll keep maintain that hardware properly. I can install the things I need. If anything I need on that on top of anything you provide, that if example I need a RAM or a battery backup, more battery backup, then I'll contact the IT infra team, and I'll ensure that my work will my work won't hamper because of that. I'll try to maintain all hardware availability properly to me to work to
Yeah, we need that actually. What we need is if the hardware is not working, we want to get the information, what is wrong with it, why it's not on, etc., and why the work is not going ahead. So we need all that kind of sense. So you will have the additional burden as a software developer to make sure that your part of the operation is working perfectly and that you can continue doing your work. And if there is any problem, you will have to come to me. I am the IT manager here, so you can just come to me and tell me what it is. That's if I decide to hire you, first of all. Okay. So tell me why? Why us? Why apply here?
Because I know that we are working on such high, we are working on such high-ended technology, and the goal of your company is uh, very much uh, in cyberspace. You are working very hard to ensure cyber security uh, people who are in 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 this space. So I'm enthusiastic to work with your company uh, and enhance my knowledge and grow with with our company and give my best to,
Okay. Well, that's excellent. So tell me, what did you learn from our role play today? We're going to end it right here because we're already over time. What did you learn?
I learn a lot because I don't I am not doing such a thing. I did interviews previously, but role play I haven't done here.
Yeah.
Uh,
So everything matters in an interview. Your posture, your sitting posture's gotta be like this all the time. Your face directly in front of the person concerned, not roaming around anywhere else. Your hands only have your own resume or file or anything else that is very important, and you hand everything in with two hands. Your good mornings, your good afternoons, your goodbyes, everything should be utterly professional in it. So tell me, let's say together, yes, we can do role plays in real
yes,
life.
we can do role plays in real life.
Yes, definitely. We'll be talking about this more. But let's go on to the grammar part because we're running out of time.
Yes, right.
Okay. And immediately I am going to take you to the next grammar phase. For that, I'm going to pull it up on this on our document producer. What is it called? Is it called a verb? There it is. Let's see where we are. I don't know which one it is. Is this one? Yep. So as we have seen the last time, we did. Okay, look, our lines are back.
Yes,
It is. It has a mind of its own now. As you can see, things are changing very fast. Computers now have a mind of their own and do their own
yes.
thing.
It's a light version of artificial intelligence.
Yeah, it's all because of artificial intelligence. You're right. Okay, so we last time we introduced you to the past tense, past simple tense, and we're going to do more about that. But this time we're focusing on the past continuous tense using was. And when we do was, obviously we're also going to do what we call were with it. Okay, so
Right.
subject, verb, and object. This is for the present. Oh, sorry, the past continuous tense. So for example, our subject here will be he, she, it. Unlike the last one, in which all of them are there, this one will only have this much, and we'll have was in it, and anything like playing or moving or dancing, working, etc. Okay. And if you look at the next one, it will be we, you, or they. And for them, we use were. This is what you got to remember. And then the rest of the objects are pretty much the same. Again, I can write them again down: playing, moving, etc. That's what we're going to look at today. Okay. And
Yes.
this one, we also have to learn the negative parts of it, how the negative is made. He wasn't playing, he wasn't moving, and they weren't playing, they were not playing the game, they were not working yesterday evening, etc. Also, the question forms, which are mentioned up there, start, and it becomes just like that. Did he? The line format here will remain just the same. What I mean is this subject, verb, and object will remain the same. Only did will get added here before it. Did he? Sorry, what am I saying? That was for yesterday. So was, sorry, the verb form will come before the subject, and the subject will go to the verb place for this kind of questions. Was he playing yesterday? Was he dancing on the floor? Or was she working yesterday? That kind of question. Also the same for here. Also
So what
negative ones. Weren't you playing the game? Weren't they coming for the movie? So things like that. Okay,
yes.
ready? Okay, so it's, we're running out of time, so I'm going to rush it in there very fast into the grammar book. Oh, well. There we go. And so you are going to help me read basically all of this. I want you to start by reading the top here.
I was doing past continuous.
Yeah, so we're studying I was doing. When we do the was part, we're automatically going to deal with were also, because whatever is dealt with was, the rest is dealt by were. Okay,
Right.
so look at this picture. You can see somebody called Sumit. There's a time, see that. There's also this picture, and here's the dialogues. This is the present continuous. Read me all of this.
It is 3 o'clock now. Sumit is at home. He is watching TV.
As you
At
can see,
night,
this is your present continuous tense. Okay, he is
he is
watching,
watching TV.
is present, and it's continuous. Now we want to put the same line in past continuous tense. That's what we are here to study. So
Right.
read this line.
At 9 o'clock, he wasn't at home. He was playing cricket.
Notice the change. Ing form is there of the verb, of the word, and here's your helping verb. It has changed to was. Okay, then read me this one.
He was not watching TV.
And this is the past continuous negative, because there is also not in between. Right?
Right.
Great. So the formulas are all there. Let's look at the spelling rules first. As you can see, what is this?
Baking.
Yeah, so what has happened here?
E is gone and replaced by
Yeah,
ing.
so this rule, as you know, must be handled all the time properly. And look at this one. Read it.
Traveling.
Yeah, what happened here?
Double
Over
L
here.
ing.
Sorry?
There is we need to wait on L, so double L and ing.
Yeah, and the same reason is for the double as L, as I told you. When we say traveling, the L will come in both sounds. Watch me speak slowly, or listen to me actually. Traveling, traveling, referring, letting. As you can see, the T sound comes both times. That's why we changed. This is the real formal reasons why we have these spelling changes. It's not just there for a joke. So you can also master this slowly and steadily. Now you're more aware of it, why the voice is changing like that, why we have to follow these rules. Some positive sentences with was, please read them for me.
I was wearing polished shoe.
Negative sentence for the
I
same.
wasn't I wasn't wearing polished shoe.
Choose.
Shoes. Rohit was riding the go-kart. Rohit wasn't riding the go-kart. Priya was making a to-do list. Priya wasn't making a to-do list. It was drizzling yesterday afternoon. It wasn't drizzling yesterday afternoon. You
Let's do the
were,
work.
yes, we were waiting in the queue. We weren't waiting in the queue. You were enjoying the sunset. You weren't enjoying the sunset. They were singing in chorus. They weren't singing in chorus.
Okay? So make sure your pronunciations of the negative ones are totally different at all times, like you're doing right now. When you're saying this one, you're saying very easily, Priya was making a to-do list. And here you're automatically lifting at this point. Priya wasn't making a to-do list. So you see, that is very important. You keep doing that, you know there's a difference in the sound and it's crystal clear, no matter how the audio is reaching. Here are some question forms. And can you read me this question?
What was Sumit looking at? Where were your parents staying before they shifted here?
Okay, so the
Why?
sound, okay, stop. So the sound of this one and this one is almost the same in your case, though it is clearly known that you're saying were, but that's because we know sentence structure. The sound must be different, so make them completely different from each other.
Right.
Say it again.
Where were your parents staying before they shifted here?
Okay, that's much better. Here's my voice. Where were? Where were your parents? Where were your parents? Where were your parents? So you can see this one and this one is totally different. Okay, next one.
Why were you why were you speaking so less?
Okay, and this one.
Was Zenith solving the crossword puzzle?
So these are all the question types, one with the helping verb coming first, then the subject and the ing form. And the other one is all the WH questions, even when, all the others, how, these will all come here.
Clear.
So I believe you can do this following exercise if you get the time and if you finish the previous exercises.
I'll send that also.
Yeah, you will try that. Okay, since you didn't do the previous exercise, oh, wait a minute, we might be out of time. We're out of time. We have to go to the vocabulary. I wanted you to just do one of these. So for example, okay, let's just do it very quickly. Study the pictures and fill in the blanks in past continuous, positive or negative sentences. I don't even want you to do these right now. I want you, this is for your homework. So just tell me what's going on in this picture.
Jay and Viru past negative past continuous. Jay and Viru was playing chess.
Was playing chess or were
Weren't
playing?
oh sorry. Jay and Viru were playing chess.
Yeah, okay. So make sure you know which one goes where. There are two people here, so it will be Jay and Bill were playing chess all evening, or Jay and Bill were playing chess yesterday evening, yesterday, whatever. All right, I hope you look into the exercises. You can see there is only slight weakness that you're showing, and you need to make yourself updated on it. So do take a good look at it when you get the time, right?
Yes, yeah.
So what did you learn in the grammar today?
I learned past continuous tense and where you need to use was, were, weren't, wasn't, and how to replace verb with ing. How to use proper ing means proper force form of verb. Continuous
And
tense.
also we learned doing. I was doing, he was doing, she was, they were doing. So when it comes they, becomes a were. They were doing. Jay and Viru were playing. Okay.
Yes.
So that's it. So make sure you continue doing with your grammar. Let's move on to the next part first. I'm sure grammar will help you in your life. Uh, what's our last part? Today's vocabulary day. So it's not a whole lot of work. I already sent you some vocabulary yesterday, which you did not deal with. So we were on stubborn. Let's talk about stubborn.
Hard, stubborn, hard, tough, or stiff, as stone or wood. Difficult to shape or work, not flexible.
Two sentences.
Children are more stubborn.
Children's or children.
Children.
Yeah. Make sure you also focus on that. Every word you have to focus on. Children are more stubborn than adults, or than we can imagine. Okay, one more line.
I was stubborn when I was child.
When I was a child, right? You're right. Okay, so now you're no longer stubborn.
No, not maturity
Okay.
teach you.
So in the vocabulary, we have also got some phrases and idioms. Although there's a lot more vocabulary, we can look at the vocabulary first, then we'll come back and look at just one of these, and then the rest you can study at home. I think those ones are easy. Let's look at this vocabulary first. What's this?
Egoistic.
Pronounce it again.
Egoistic.
It's almost right. It should be egoistic, just like it is ego is tick, egoistic, egoistic.
Egoistic.
Yeah, egoistic. Okay, and
Being
meaning.
being being centered in or preoccupied with oneself. Self-centered.
Yeah, self-centered, being an ego person. So give me two lines.
So many politicians are egoistic.
Yeah, so many politicians are egoistic, but the right way to say this would be, so many politicians have egoistic attitude. So you can see the difference in the use of the vocabulary in your line and mine. Mine is more perfect and correct. It's not like stubborn, where you can say the line straight. Sometimes you have to bend the line. The perfect way to put it up is, some of the politicians are egoistic in their nature. Can you say this line?
Some of politicians are egoistic in nature.
Yeah, that is the way this word is used. In the context in which you were using, you can just use the word ego straight away. I think you said something, but don't worry about that. So make another line. One more line. Straight
If you
forward.
have, if you are egoistic in nature, then in professional life you may face so many ups and downs.
Right. If you are egoistic in nature, or if you are an egoistic person, then you may face a lot of ups and downs in your life. Also, you can use it directly in simple lines. He is an egoistic person. She is an egoistic person. Can you say these two lines?
He is an egoistic person. She is an egoistic person.
Yeah, this is very important. When somebody is self-centered, you can say this person is egoistic. Self-centered means always worrying only about themselves, never being worried about other people, showing their ego off, their selfish image. So that is an egoistic person, never worried about the opposite side or anything else. Okay, interesting word, egoistic. That one got you by surprise. So one more. Let's do this one.
Baffle.
Yeah, baffle.
But
Okay, there's a double F, so you can go loud and clear on it. Baffle.
baffle.
Yeah. What does it mean?
Confuse, bewilder, or perplex.
So you should know what is baffling. This thing is baffling me means this thing is bewildering me, or this thing is perplexing me means it is confusing. Okay, so a straightforward meaning is state of confusion, and all of these can be used in the same manner: baffle, baffling; bewilder, bewildering; perplex, perplexing. Okay? He perplexed me, she perplexed me, she baffled me, she bewildered me, she confused me. Exactly the same lines. So I've given you the simple lines. Now make 2 lines.
He baffled me. That
Okay, let's here you use baffling.
baffling. Uh,
No?
I was baffling when I was baffling when I read when I uh,
Okay.
when I
So
speak English. When I
yeah, the correct way to say would be it was a baffling situation for me. It was a
it was a
baffling,
baffling situation for me.
yeah, you can write it down. It was a baffling situation for me means it was a confusing situation.
Right.
I just couldn't understand what that coding was all about. It was completely baffling. Okay. The person has completely bewildered me. I mean, if you are going to make your coding so confusing, then obviously it's going to perplex the audience, or it's going to be perplexing for anyone. So I'm using all 3 of them. Now use also bewilder or perplex since you got the opportunity. Let's use this one.
Uh,
You can say कि वो moment मेरे लिए बहुत confusing था.
right, right. First time uh, first time I learned about coding, moment was bewilder for me.
Okay. The first time I learned coding, it was bewildering. That is the right way to say it. It was
It was
bewildering
bewildering. It
for
was
me.
bewildering. Right,
Or the first time I started doing coding, I was totally bewildered, means totally confused.
right.
Right? The same way for perplex. Can you make a line with perplex?
Complex.
Anything, perplex, perplexing, perplexed. It was a very, say that,
It was a very perplexing
yeah, it was a
nature.
very perplexing moment. It was a very confusing moment. It was a very perplexing situation for me. Let's say like that. I want you to write these words down, or actually you will get these, and I want you to work on them. They are very nice, powerful words. All 4 of them here: baffle, confuse, bewilder, perplexed. Also, the egoistic up there. Egoistic, you're more aware of it. The sound was the problem here. The wording is definitely a problem. And there are more to follow, which I do not have time for right now, and look at it next time. But I also want you to look at some phrases and idioms. So I just want you to read this for me.
From the horse's mouth.
And what does it say?
If you hear something from the horse's mouth, you hear it directly from the person concerned or responsible.
So here's an example of something. So Can you
We
read it?
have, yes, we have here, we have heard about how David enjoyed his holiday, but now let us personally meet and ask him his experience about his holiday in Australia. Since it is very interesting, we should listen to the experience from the horse's mouth.
So, basic way to remember from the horse's mouth. What is the basic way to remember this phrase?
This phrase is that if you say something that uh, the guy or actual person is saying something.
Yeah, whatever you are hearing is directly from the person concerned. That's what you got to remember. It's not coming from anybody else's mouth, it's coming directly from the person who is concerned. So it's not like news that has come from one mouth to another mouth, it's directly from the person concerned. So that's when we say from the horse's mouth. So there is some other ones like big fish, etc., which are simple, bird's eye view, which is very important. I want you to also take a look at them
Yes, yes, sure.
in the evening today or tomorrow, whatever, and come back and we will discuss about it next time. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So tell me, how was the vocabulary session and what did you learn from it? Do you think it's useful?
Yes, yes, I think it's useful. Vocabulary session is useful, and I learn new words, and I'm trying to uh, making sentences by using those vocabularies. And
Do you
day by
think
day,
yeah, do you think you will be able to implement some of these in your life?
yes, 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 sure, definitely. I'll able to use those words, those vocabulary in my daily routine, daily life.
Okay. So we come back on the screen for one final touch. So let's clap for you and say, yes, we can learn vocabulary and use it in everyday
Yes,
life.
yes, we can learn and use it. We can learn vocabulary and use it in everyday life.
In everyday life. That's great. And you make sure you do that. You never hesitate. You just pick up the vocabulary words, open up the dictionary, check their meanings, and you are on the go. Any questions you can have, or you can come and ask me what is the pronunciation of this, etc. Anytime. Okay. All
Yes,
right. So I'm expecting some homework from you. Please do some homework.
yes, yes,
I know
sure.
you're a busy person.
Yes, yes, I'll do
Okay.
that.
Then I'll see you tomorrow. All right.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Have a good day then.
Uh,
Okay. Bye.